Now, a Channel 2 Action News exclusive, a manager at McDonald's accused of getting a teen worker pregnant. He is a registered sex offender. Investigators say that Jamira Sampson worked for a McDonald's in Loganville. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winne spoke with the victim's mother, who is suing now McDonald's.
And lawyer Mel Hewitt says he filed this lawsuit, yes, for money for a 16-year-old who needs it now that she has a baby by a former McDonald's manager and convicted sex offender who allegedly fathered the child when the young woman was underage, but also in hopes it can prevent this happening to someone else. We begin with her mom.
Oh, God. My heart broke so many places, so many ways.
The mom, who says she wants us to hide her face to protect her daughter, says that daughter was excited to suit up in the uniform of a McDonald's employee at just 15 years old, but now she's bringing suit in her daughter's behalf after, the mom alleges, a convicted sex offender working in management at the McDonald's,
I was infuriated,
impregnated her child.
I thought he was vetted, but come to find out he was a registered sex offender.
The suit is against McDonald's Corporation, McDonald's USA LLC, and two firms that suggest are affiliated with the McDonald's franchise located at 4638 Atlanta Highway, Loganville. It alleges McDonald's employees across the country, many of them teenagers, are telling stories of routine and severe sexual harassment and abuse.
There's a number of these cases around the country.
And suggests in February 2021, the young woman at the focus of this case was 15 years old when she applied for employment at what she understood was Loganville McDonald's, and in about August 2021 started her employment. The suit suggests she was subordinate to who she understood was a manager, trainee, or supervisor of the Loganville McDonald's, Jamira Sampson. We found Jamira Sampson on both Georgia and Florida sex offender sites. The Florida entry lists lewd or lascivious molestation, victim 12-15 years old, and what looks like lewd, lascivious battery, sex with victim 12 to 15 years old. Plaintiff's attorney Mel Hewitt says Sampson was convicted years before he was hired by the Loganville McDonald's, and he was on the sex offender registry when hired. You're not against convicted felons getting work?
No. No, I'm really not.
The suit suggests that Sampson allegedly began sexually assaulting the young woman at the workplace, in the parking area, and in other locations off the Loganville McDonald's property.
He began grooming her, ended up getting what certainly everyone's going to claim is consensual sex, but she's 15 years old.
She's not legally able to consent.
She cannot, not in the state of Georgia.
I have a beautiful grandson.
We got a statement attributable to Tiffany Boyd, Senior Vice President and Chief People Officer, McDonald's USA. Quote, there is simply no place under the Golden Arches for the type of conduct alleged in this complaint, and it is deeply troubling to us all. As a leader within this company, I know how important it is that every restaurant fosters a culture of safety and care. As a mother whose child has proudly worked at our local McDonald's, I feel this on a very personal level. Like our franchisees, we understand that it is essential for every employee to feel safe, respected, and included. Last year, McDonald's implemented its global brand standards, where all restaurants worldwide are assessed and held accountable to a set of standards addressing topics like harassment prevention and workplace safety. The introduction of these standards was a critical step in protecting every person working at a McDonald's restaurant. A statement attributable to Bruce Vineyard, McDonald's owner-operator, says the allegations made in this lawsuit are disturbing, and this employee no longer works at our restaurant. My organization has always tried to be a place where everyone feels safe and respected when they come to work. We hold safe and respectful workplace training, and we always have an open door for employees to raise concerns. Providing a safe, respectful, and inclusive workplace is critically important to us. By phone, I reached a person who indicated it was Jamira Sampson. He suggested he can't say yes or no whether McDonald's knew about his background, but an individual who got him hired at the McDonald's did know. He said allegations he messed with a young woman at the job where there were cameras are a lie. He indicated he did work as an assistant manager at McDonald's in Loganville, but he ended up leaving that McDonald's because allegations were going around about him and two young women, and considering his background, he did not want to risk getting in trouble. He suggested a young girl who worked at the Loganville McDonald's lied to him about her age, telling him she was 17, but he did not have a relationship with her or anyone underage. He says though there are two charges listed in the lawsuit, both came from one case, and he's been hardworking and has stayed law-abiding since his release from prison. Now, Loganville Police Chief Dick Lowry says his department has an open investigation pertaining to a juvenile female whose mother reported her juvenile daughter was pregnant by a registered sex offender who worked with the daughter at the Loganville McDonald's. Sampson told me, by the way, he did 8.5 years in prison in Florida because he admitted to something he didn't do to protect a relative. It appears that he's on the Georgia sex offender registry because of the Florida case. Reporting live in Loganville, Mark Winne, Channel 2 Action News.
Now